Welcome all. Today we will see the Economic and Social Council, Chapter 10 of United Nations Charter. Here it runs from Article 61 to 72. Now we will see the composition, Article 61. The Economic and Social Council shall consist of 54 members of the United Nations elected by the General Assembly. Next, subject to the provisions of Para 3, 18 members of the Economic and Social Council shall be elected each year for a term of 3 years. A retiring member shall be eligible for immediate re-election. Next, at the first election, after the increase in the membership of the Economic and Social Council from 27 to 54 members, in addition to the members elected in place of the 9 members whose term of office would expire at the end of that year, 27 additional members shall be elected. Of these 27 additional members, the term of office of 9 members so elected shall expire at the end of 1 year, and the 9 other members at the end of 2 years, in accordance with the arrangements made by the General Assembly. Last, each member of the Economic and Social Council shall have 1 representative. Next is the function and powers. We will see Article 62. The Economic and Social Council may make or initiate studies and report with respect to international, economic, social, cultural, educational, health and related matters, and may make recommendation with respect to any such matter to the General Assembly, to the members of the United Nations, and to the specialized agencies concerned. Next, it may make recommendation for the purpose of promoting respect for and observance of human rights and fundamental freedoms for all. It may prepare draft conventions for submission to the General Assembly with respect to matters falling within its competence. It may call in accordance with the rules prescribed by the United Nations, international conferences on matters falling within the competence. Article 63. The Economic and Social Council may enter into agreements with any of the agencies referred to in Article 57, defining the terms on which the agencies concerned shall be brought into relationship with the United Nations. Such agreements shall be subjected to the approval by the General Assembly. Second, it may coordinate the activities of the specialized agencies through consultation with and recommendation to such agencies, and through recommendation to the General Assembly and to the members of the United Nations. Now we will see Article 64. The Economic and Social Council may take appropriate steps to obtain regular reports from the specialized agencies. It may make arrangements with the members of United Nations and with the specialized agencies to obtain such reports on the steps taken to give effect to its own recommendations and to the recommendations on matters falling within its competence made by the General Assembly. Next, it may communicate its observation on these reports to the General Assembly. If you see Article 65, the Economic and Social Council may furnish information to the Security Council and shall assist the Security Council upon its request. Article 66. The Economic and Social Council shall perform such function as falls within its competence in connection with the carrying out of recommendation of the General Assembly. It may, with the approval of the General Assembly, perform services at the request of members of United Nations and at the request of specialized agency. It shall perform such other functions as are specified elsewhere in the present charter or may be assigned to it by the General Assembly. Now Article 67, which talks about the voting. Here Article 67, each member of the Economic and Social Council shall have 1 vote. Second, the decision of the Economic and Social Council shall be made by the majority of members present and voting. Now we will see about the procedure. Article 68 says the Economic and Social Council shall set up commission in economic and social field and for the promotion of human rights and such other commission as may be required for the performance of its function. Article 69. The Economic and Social Council shall invite any members of United Nations to participate without vote in its deliberations on any matters of particular concern to that member. Article 70. The Economic and Social Council may make arrangements for representatives of the specialized agencies to participate without vote in its deliberations and in those of the commissions established by it and for its representative to participate in the deliberations of the specialized agencies. Article 71. The Economic and Social Council may make suitable arrangement for consultation with non-governmental organizations which are concerned with matters within its competence. Such arrangements may be made with international organizations and where appropriate with national organization after consultation with the members of the United Nations concerned. Article 72. The Economic and Social Council shall adopt its own rules of procedure including the method of selecting its president, and the Economic and Social Council shall meet as required in accordance with its rules, which shall include provisions for convening of meeting on the request of the majority of its members. Thank you.